Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just want to show off some figures that I got in an online auction. So I got a bulk lot online and it was fairly inexpensive. This one was just under $25 and then there was about $10 for shipping. So this is kind of a tip for people who want to get into action figure collecting and they're open box collectors especially, and you're not sure you want to spend $20 or $30 in the store for like a brand new figure, or you're looking for something older. Look through the lots, because sometimes people are getting rid of their stuff, and I do it too. Like I have figures that where I have like multiples or something, and because it's kind of a give back, you know, if I throw something online in an auction, I usually throw in like 20 different figures and just put them for a super low bidding price just to see what happens. And sometimes somebody will get lucky and get like a group of Star Wars figures for next to nothing. I think the last auction I had was I had done a video where I had tried to sell my Power of the Force figures for like $9.99, and then I had people hit me up saying, hey, I'll pay $9.99 and stuff like that. So what I did was I just relisted them for $9.99, and I think I ended up getting a little over 20 bucks for them. But it was you know, all the figures from that previous video that I had done. So if you want to see those and see what went for 20 bucks, check it out. But anyways, I got this lot, and there was a couple of other things in it, but these are the things that I was really interested in. I was super happy when I got this lot, and it came pretty cheap. The only disappointment was this figure here. This figure came and it actually didn't have an arm. I couldn't really tell by the picture, because in the picture he was kind of laying under one of the other figures. But you know what? Like, I do some customization and stuff like that. I do some mods. So I'm not too disappointed, because I think I'm going to be able to use like parts off of this figure, like maybe this hood, this sword for sure, this belt. I actually have the other grenade somewhere. I'll just glue that back on. I can throw that on somebody else. So this figure is not going to go to waste. That's for sure. I'm gonna have something to do with it. But anyways, I wanted to show off really the figures that I got that I'm really happy about. I got this Gargoyles figure. I think it's really cool that, you know, you can do some different stuff. I mean, like the wings are kind of like a ball and socket. They just pop in, pop out, which is kind of cool, you know, because it gives it a little bit of fluid motion when you're displaying it. Right? You can have the wings in like that. You can have them all the way back. You can have them at like some sort of a midpoint. The problem with this figure, when you have the wings on the back, is it's hard to stand up. It's weighted, right? Like the wings are really heavy. So he's gonna have to be like bent over, or I'm gonna probably have to stick him on a stand or something, which I didn't try, but he does have holes for a stand. So I should have tried that before I started this video, but I didn't. So anyways, you get to see me thinking about it out loud. Anyway, so this was one of the cool figures I got. It's Gargoyles. So I got this really cool Bane figure. This is from the Batman, and this is made by Mattel, right? I think it looks really super awesome. This jacket, I had not seen this in the stores, but if you look at that face, I mean, it looks really cool. I mean, Tom Hardy did a great job in the movie, I thought. And this figure is awesome. Look at the detail on the inside of that jacket. And you know, this figure was probably 20 bucks new, and it's probably still 20 bucks in a box new. But because it was hidden in a picture in a lot, I actually got this lot fairly cheap. Yeah, I didn't get like any accessories with it, but that's okay. You know, this is a really cool figure to display. I don't have a whole lot of DC, but this makes me want to go and get like Batman, a Batman Begins figure, right? And maybe even Catwoman. So this is Assassin's Creed. I haven't really played Assassin's Creed, but apparently it's like a really popular game. The one thing that's, you know, it is missing one pistol, but that's okay with me. You know, you hardly notice it. He does have the other one like holstered up, which is kind of cool. And you never know. You may run across like a pistol and like a load of stuff, and you don't know what to do with it, and you realize, oh, I got this figure that it came with. So he looks really cool. You know, he's got his like, he got his animal fur and his feathers. I mean, these figures really look good. This is McFarlane. the Assassin's Creed, and he's got his bow. This is even like flexible string, and this is what happens with figures, is over time this flexible string just pulls out. It's like really cheap elastic or something like that, and that's what happens on the Rebel Soldier, the little strap around the mask and stuff if you mess with it too much. So he's got his sheath with feathers. So I think that was a really awesome figure that I got. So the way I look at it is I got 4 fantastic figures for less than 10 bucks a piece. I think that's a really good deal just for shopping around a little bit. And this is the one that made me want to go after the auction in the first place. I don't have a lot of DC figures, but I do really like Hawkman. And this Hawkman, this is the one of the Unlimited. He's really cool, and it looks like he's fairly complete, right? So he's got his gold helmet on. He's got his little, his claws, and now that comes off. I'm surprised that wasn't lost, and that was actually in the auction, but it was there. And he's got his battle axe, which is really cool, right? The only problem with some of this plastic is it does bend over time, so I'm probably going to take a blow dryer, heat that up, and try to straighten it out. But the cool thing, and this is Mattel too, so they have this bend at the waist chest piece here. There's no like real hip rotation on this guy because of all this gear, but he's got like this really nice shoulder pad here. He's got good arm movements, right? I mean, when he's showing off, he looks really pumped up. I mean, that looks really good. And you know, there's movement in the legs. He's got like a little bit different kind of movement. And then you got, like, of course, a upper leg movement and a knee joint movement, and you got the lower leg. Now, I did like some of those newer DCs where they have that little toe movement. This figure doesn't have that, but he's got his wings. Now, his wings do flap, so they're like this. They can hide back, right? So you don't really see them. But then he's got his wings that come out like this, and this is, I think, one of the coolest things about this figure. These wings come out. So when he's in flight, or if you're standing him, and you want to put him out there with his wings, I mean, that looks awesome, right? Like with those wings like that. I mean, that is one heck of a wingspan on that. And that is the Hawkman. And it's, I mean, these are in good condition. I'm very pleased with the way this turned out. So, little tip for people that are starting out, if you're looking for figures, you're not sure what you want to do, you know, check out some of these online auction places like eBay or, you know, Shop Goodwill or whatever. Look for a lot of figures, you know, something that has like multiples. Look for the 1s or 2s that you really like. And then, you know, like ultimately, if you wanted to, if you didn't like everything in the package, you can end up turning around and reselling some of the ones that you didn't really want. So anyways, I just wanted to show off one of my packages that just came in. It was an online auction purchase. I got Hawkman Unlimited, Bane, Assassin's Creed, Gargoyles, and this other figure that I'm not really sure who he's from. If somebody knows, you can leave in the comments. He's missing an arm. I wonder if I could actually find an arm and then just repair him. Anyways, if you know who that figure is, I didn't take the time to look him up. Hit me up in the comments and let me know. I'd appreciate it. And anyways, thanks for tuning in. That's just my little tip and my little show and tell on a recent online auction purchase. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos.